Getting offline, guys. Later.
Come on, we've all been there. Nobody likes dying from a Shatterdive combo, especially in trials. It's super annoying. It doesn't matter if you were the person who Shatterdives everybody. Nobody likes dying from it. Welcome back, guys. I'm BRAVExHERO, and in this video, we're going to be talking about the best ways to counter and predict the Shatterdive combo. A lot of these tips I've been using as a way to counter it in survival and trials. But before we get into the video, if you're liking the edits, you're enjoying the videos, and you enjoy it overall, do me a huge favor and hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. Without further delay, let's get into the main topic. If you haven't stepped into the Crucible, then you don't know that the Shatterdive combo it's super deadly right now. A lot of people hate it. And I want you to remember one thing. There is no direct counter, but there is counter play. Let's be a realist here. There is no way to 100% avoid from dying to a Shatterdive combo. It's gonna happen, but you can prevent deaths. A lot of these tips will be catered towards trials and 3v3 game modes. In sixes, it's a bit more chaotic. Some of these tips will work still, but again, due to it being so chaotic, it's gonna be a little bit harder. Now, let's get into what is the Shatterdive combo and how it works and why is it lethal. With the new Hunter subclass, you now have access to aspects. One of the aspects for this season is going to be Shatterdive, where while you are in the air, you can dive to the ground. Now, on its own, it's not that deadly, but paired alongside a glacier wall, and you have yourself a recipe for destruction. Now, what makes this technique even deadlier is when you have a fragment like Whisper of Fissures, which is going to enhance this explosion or this shatterness of the crystals. Now, as a hunter, you can one-hit kill any guardian who is about 5 meters away from your glacier wall, and it only requires you to destroy 3 crystals. A second thing you need to keep in mind is that Titans can do a similar tactic, is where they slide through the wall. Yes, Titans can slide through the wall and still kill you. Is it as lethal as the Hunter Shatterdive? Of course not. The Hunter Shatterdive is super lethal, but Titans can still have the same effect, requiring more crystals to be shattered. Now, to sum it all up, it's very simple. As a hunter, when they are up in the air, they can throw their grenade down and slam it, destroying all the crystals. This will kill you if you're in a general radius of it about 5 meters. That kind of sums it up right there. I'm not going to go into a full breakdown because this video isn't focused on the Shatterdive. It's on how to counter and prevent deaths from the Shatterdive. Now, if you're someone who likes to jump into survival or trials, one of the best ways to prevent unnecessary deaths is to see what abilities your enemies have. The best way to do this is to head over to the roster page and start inspecting the enemy team. If you realize that there are 3 Revenant Hunters on the other team, there's a high possibility that they're going to be doing this Shatterdive combo. They're probably going to be using Glacier Walls, and when you see a Glacier Wall activated, you kind of want to keep your distance from it, again 5 meters or further, because you do not want to die from it. While we're on the topic of Glacier Walls, something I saw in trials a lot was a lot of Glacier Walls being activated. Keep in mind that if you're going to try to bait a hunter into Shatterdiving by the wall by pinging their radar, you need to be able to get out of that 5 meter range to avoid dying. So if you start walking up to the wall, you need to be able to back away. And you're probably asking yourself,
well, Brave, why am I going to push them if they're going to Shatterdive?
In a game mode like Trials, when you kill an enemy, their orb pops up in the air. You want to do your best to keep your enemy from reviving. You want to keep them away from reviving. A lot of enemies I saw in Trials this past weekend were using Glacier Walls to cover a revive. And the reason for this is because they knew if you got close to them, they were going to Shatterdive. So one of the best ways to go about this is to team shot the wall down as quickly as possible so you can deny the revive. The Shatterdive combo is extremely deadly in 2 positions. It's going to be in a funnel point and blind spots. Hunters are going to try to get you to walk through a funnel point so they can get the most out of their Shatterdive technique. And the reason for this is they want to allow you to have little to no room to evade and take full damage. It also allows them to take very little risk of exposure and overextending to die. This area is a prime example. A hunter is able to destroy the crystals and evade without overexposing themselves and surviving the fight. Now let's get into blind spots. Enemies are going to try their best to get you into a spot you can't see them so they can capitalize on the kill and utilize the Shatterdive combo. Look at this clip on screen. I was going to clean up my enemy. I decided to chase after him, but then I decided to stop and not overexpose myself. I had a feeling that the hunter was going to try something fishy because, again, he is a hunter. And sure as hell, he threw a grenade and wanted me to overcommit to it. If I was caught in that grenade, I would have died. A lot of hunters utilizing this technique really want to try their best to get their enemies off guard. If I can catch you off guard, you're an easy Shatterdive combo kill. This brings us into being too aggressive can lead to you getting slammed. This is what I like to call tunnel vision. Everybody wants a secure kill. I keep coming back to this clip over and over and over. If I had gotten tunnel vision and chased this kill, I would have been punished by the blind spot and for being too aggressive to secure the kill. Now, I'm not saying avoid funnel points or blind spots. No, you need to play them cautiously. Any hunter can be waiting around for those easy kills. This is why being a bit passive at times isn't bad, especially in trials and survival. The last thing you want to do is be punished for being too aggressive for a kill. I've been on the Warlock, I've been on the Titan, I've been on the Hunter, I've been playing almost every class, and movement abilities can save your life. Now, I know not every subclass has a movement ability, but if you're utilizing the Warlock, a Warlock dodge has an opportunity to survive. If you're utilizing the Behemoth Titan, you can use your melee dodge to escape a Shatter Dive. As for Hunters, the dodge ability does work, but it will not get you out of that 5-meter radius if you're too close to the wall. This is why I say avoid the glacier walls in general. Don't get too close to them. Your dodge will keep you from taking full damage. But if you are a hunter, something I do recommend that's been helping me out a lot is the Mask of Bacchus. I feel like every time I was going to get slammed, I just activated light shift and I was able to escape with only taking minor damage or no damage at all. Remember that a hunter does not need a full jump activation to successfully shatter dive combo on you. This is the tricky part and the part that's non-counterable. What is counterable is if a hunter is beelining you, you can predict if they're just aping you, they're literally looking to get that shatter dive combo, you need to be able to see, oh, he's beelining me. He doesn't have a shotgun out. More than likely, he just wants to shatter dive. At that moment, you need to make your escape, create the distance between you and a hunter and keep fighting. Another thing you can easily predict is if a hunter is too high in the air, you can easily predict that they are going to shatter dive for an easy kill. If you can catch them way up in the air, because not everybody just instantly shatter dives. Some players jump super high in the air. And if so, you need to try to escape that as well too. Build some distance. Look guys, I wish I could give you better tips. I wish I could tell you that just do this or do this and you'll survive 100% of the time. But it's physically impossible to avoid getting destroyed by a shatter dive. You can prevent some unnecessary deaths. Some of these tips go a long way if you know how to implement them properly. This is why I say being a little more passive when going for a revive, being a little more passive when it comes to taking a corner are just a few things you can do to survive or prevent shatter dive deaths. At the end of the day, hopefully these tips help you out. Remember guys, if you have any more advice you'd like to leave down in the comment section to help others out survive the shatter dive combo, comment down below, let them know. With that, thank you so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And like always, I'll catch you guys in the next video.